Peace and blessings, family. Good evening. It is Monday, and I'm sorry I wasn't on early this morning, but I'm on this evening, and I want to talk about and share with you more Black girls and women that are missing. And I firmly believe it is my obligation, as it is a lot of folks, to sound the alarm that we should be concerned and we should be doing our part to make sure these girls and women get home that are missing. And I know it is not as exciting as, some of us need to be stimulated in terms of what we consider to be important. But to me, this is important because I am Black, I am woman, and I would want someone to do that for me if I was ever missing. And we need to be very concerned. So tonight, I'm going to share with you some girls and women that are missing in these here United States. And if you can bear with me, I'm going to put their pictures up and also some phone numbers that you can call too if you've seen these girls or women that are missing across the United States. So we're going to get started. First of all, the first young lady that is missing, there she is with her beautiful self. She's 14 years old. Her name is Kayla Chelsea, 5'5", 115 pounds, and she is missing from New Orleans East. And if you've seen, and I'm typing kind of slow, y'all, because I'm not in my regular seat, it's Kayla Chelsea. And if you've seen her, please, you can always call 911, but there is a local number in New Orleans for her, and I'm gonna type this in the comments, y'all. If you've seen her, please reach out for this young teen. The next young lady I'm going to share with you, here she goes with her beautiful self. This is Jaden Smith, and she is missing from Grand Prairie, Texas. She's 15 years old. She's 5'1", 150 pounds. I'm going to type her name in here. And her name is Jaden Smith. And a number for her, if you see her, if you have any information, call 972, make sure I get this right, 231-8700. Okay. There is her number. If you've seen this beautiful sister, y'all, these are our loved ones. These are young women who deserve every fighting chance to grow up and be whoever it is that they want to be. The next young sister that I'm going to share with you that is missing. Okay, family, this next little sister, I have it in an order, so I have to follow the order here. What am I missing here? Actually, I think I'm transformed some folks. Let me go here. All right. So the next young lady we have that is missing, and I think I'm not doing this correct. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm working all this stuff myself. These are 3 young ladies that are missing. 3. Excuse me, family. 3 young ladies, and they're all from Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton, New Jersey. The first young lady, and there are 3 of their pictures are all together that are missing. So these are Black girls that are missing. Please share. All their profiles are on my page. Please share. So the next young ladies, these are 3 of them. The first one is Alisa, and this looked like Joe Henkins. And my cap lock is on. Let me take that off. She is missing from Trenton, New Jersey. She's 5'10", 140 pounds, and she is 15 years old, family. And if you've seen her, her number where you can reach out directly is 609-989-4080, even though you can also call 911 as well. The next young lady in the middle, her name is her name is Latoya Brown. She's 14 years old. She's 5'6", 130 pounds. And the last young sister at the end with the beautiful braid is Vivian Woodson Hall. She's 40. Family, please share. Please share. Now I'm going to move on to some adults The first adult we have missing here, this is an elder. She is 53 years old, and her name is Luvella Addison. Luvella Anderson. She's 53 years old, and she is missing from Austin, Texas. She's 5 foot, 150 pounds. Somebody's seen this queen. We need to bring our elders home too. We got to be so aware of what's going on out here. And the next elder that's missing, two elders, y'all. It was a third one, but that was been located. But this young elder is in Chicago. She's 5'1", 180 pounds. And if you've seen our queen mother, her name is Roberta. Okay, what's going on with this? Roberta. Okay, we back up. Miss Roberta Dean. And if you've seen this elder or know any information, 312-747-8274. And if you've seen this elder, please reach out. And now, because I have, I was recently coined an international a global influencer. And I'm not going to front, I'm very close to a lot of Jamaicans. And especially a lot of young girls from Jamaica that I met through school. There are two young Jamaican women that are missing, and I want to share their stories as well. Because you just never know where people turn up, if I have to be very honest with you. Okay, so this is where I think okay. So the one young lady, this first young lady is, here we go. She's 18 years old. Okay, here we go. This is the right one. Okay, and I'll refresh the other one. She's 18 years old, and her name is Diana Harrison. Diana Harrison. She's missing from Portmore, St. Catharines, which is in Jamaica. And if you've seen this little sister, you just never know. You'll be surprised how people come in and out of this country. Everybody ain't getting held up by the Trump administration. If they want to come in this country, they'll come in. And if you see her, there's a number for Diana, which is, and I think this number takes you to Jamaica, 876-556-4710. I'm trying to write it in as I'm talking to y'all. 64710. And if you've seen this young sister, please, please, please reach out. And then the next young sister that's missing from Jamaica, who looked like my baby that's from Jamaica, same beautiful smile. This young sister here, her name is Amika Francis. Really beautiful. She reminds me of my little Jamaican baby. Now she's a grown woman, but she's always going to be a baby to me. She reminds me of her. Beautiful smile, just so bright-eyed, just beautiful. Somebody has seen this little sister. So, and if you've seen her, please call 876-974-2553. Okay, so these two sisters are from Jamaica that I just showed you. And then I messed up on one woman. I'm going to get it correct. I love correcting things. I'm running this stuff. This young sister right here, this is Jaden Smith, so this is Jaden Smith that is missing. Jaden Smith is from Grand Prairie, Texas. She's 15 years old. Her name is Jaden Smith. She's 5'1", 150 pounds. And I put her information up. So if you see her, please, 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 please locate her. I just want to show you some of the faces of the missing that I featured tonight. From the three sisters that are missing in Trenton, New Jersey, Alisa, Latanya, and Vivian. These three sisters are missing from Trenton. Their information is posted to my page here. Then we had two elders that are missing. Man, you know it's real when elders are missing. 53-year-old from Austin, Texas, Miss Luella Addison, 5 foot tall, 150 pounds. And the other queen mother that is missing, who is 71 years old. Absolutely beautiful smile. It looks like she has a dimple on one of them. This is 71-year-old queen mother Roberta Dean from Grand Crossing in Chicago, 5'1", 180 pounds. Is missing, family. We cannot be having, now our elders are coming up missing. That's really, really ridiculous. And then also I started off with featuring this young teen that is missing, Kayla Chelsea, 14 years old, from New Orleans East, 5'5", 115 pounds. I put her number up in the comments where you can find her. I mean, if you see her, where you can send the information. Y'all, we got to bring our own babies home. And then also this other queen here, who is 18-year-old, down in Texas, Jaden Smith, 5'1", 150 pounds, who is missing. Family, we can bring our own people home. We got to keep our eyes and ears open. But now I want to show you some faces of, in the last 2 weeks, we have had 18 black women, and that's probably more, but 18 who have been killed by domestic violence. And I want you to see their faces. I want you to see their faces. And while you're looking at these faces, I want to read the comment that the sister attached to her post that I decided to share tonight, because I looked at these women and they're absolutely beautiful, and they're young women. And sometimes we'll be into a whole bunch of other stuff, but not the real stuff. So these are pictures of 18 beautiful black women who, I'm going to show you their faces, were murdered in the last 2 weeks. These murder cases are still under investigation, but it has been confirmed that 7 out of the 18 were killed by their boyfriends. 12 out of the 18 were killed by men. All women were fatally shot. So this is a real gun control issue. Real gun control, y'all. But look at the faces. These are someone's mothers or daughters or friends or absolutely beautiful black women. We got a problem, family. We got a problem. So this is not just a conversation about gun control and white men and, we just going to act like, we got a problem with white men with their gun, wanting to carry their guns. Evidently, we have a problem in how we, now I'm going to talk to y'all straight. Now it looks like we got a problem in the way that we talk about gun control in our own communities. I posted this today, and the elder Queen Mother said, what can we all do? And I always say, keep your eyes and ears open. Be careful how you talk about women in their circumstance. Why would you say that, Ro? Because I hear a lot of judgment coming from women when people are in domestic violence relationships. We come with this, I would just leave. I would do this. What'd she do to him? All of that is language that is damaging. And if we know that someone's in a domestic violence situation, we need to be trying to help them. Do not isolate them. Do not act like, because I know sometimes it can possibly get on your nerves. I do get it. But you know what? Ain't nothing worse than seeing us crying over people that we could have really helped. And so I just wanted to come because this is heavily on my heart in terms of all of this, having so many of us missing, but then having so many domestic violence cases against black women, and some of them resulting in death. And I think that's where we got to perk up and be a little bit more tentative than we've ever been. How are we raising our daughters? What examples are we setting? How are we protecting our sons when we know they may need help? And do we just stand on the side? Or we think we're really protecting these men from the cops? Or is it more about their life or the life of the people that they're abusing? These are all questions we have to ask ourselves, black people. And I know it's not easy at all. I'm willing to tell you I know it ain't easy. But I also know I should be more proactive in how we talk about this particular subject of domestic violence in our community. And we know in the black community, there's all these other double swords. When I looked at the video of the sister here in Sacramento, who boyfriend killed her and then killed himself, she, was trying to protect him from the police, trying to help him. But it's like, I don't know, your life has to be worth more than his. Your well-being has to be worth more than theirs. And we know we do this thing in our community where we protect people who are harmful to us, but that does not help you at all. You got to save yourself first. You got to save yourself first. And so I just basically want to come to y'all this evening. We got to talk about this violence. We have to, because we will not make it if we do not take care of each other. We just won't make it, family. And we deserve to make it. All of these women that I showed you tonight deserve the opportunity to grow up, to be loved, to be cherished. not to be abused, not to be someone's floor or doormat, not to be anybody's slave. My God. Most importantly, we all deserve to be cared for, to be taken care of, but not be taken advantage of. And I think we got to really look at this. I'm just going to show you their faces again on the big screen. These are women in the last 2 weeks that have been killed. You heard? They have been killed by their mates, boyfriends. This is not okay, y'all. This is not okay. And even though we are talking about domestic violence, this fits in the gun control. It ain't the gun control we thinking about. I'm not telling people they should not have their guns. Don't get it twisted. But we know that we got a problem with gun violence when we see so many black girls and women, being killed like this in domestic situations. And then on top of it, then you have so many of us that are missing. We got elders that are missing. Hell mercy. We got elders that are missing. Look at this. Look at these sisters' face. This Queen Mother right here, 53 years old. This is Luella Addison that's missing. And then we have the other Queen Mother who's 71 years old. Roberta Jean is missing. And then you move on down, and then we have this little sister that is missing from Grand Prairie, Texas. 15 years old, Jaden Smith is missing. Family, it just don't make no sense. I want you to look at their faces because this is our potential. These are potential. These are the future mothers and leaders and creators of wonderful things. How will we ever know if they're not around to discover their own talents? This is Kayla Chelsea, 14 years old, missing from New Orleans East. Y'all, this is not okay. This is not okay. We got to do something, family. We got to do something. Three beautiful sisters. Many people don't vanish in thin air, family. I know we would like to think people vanish in thin air, but they don't. They don't. And it is our job. I gotta work on this ad thing. It is our job, family, to keep our babies safe. It is our job to make sure they're all safe. I don't know how we raise our children only to have them be missing. Or we raise our daughters and we send them off to college and they're murdered by people who they know. We raise our children to get in relationships with people who would abuse them and domestic violence and sometimes kill them. Sister Danielle posted how many times a woman is assaulted in domestic violence. This is a real problem, family. And we can't sit by on the side being more concerned about outsiders and what they do to us and not look at anything in the inside. We got to do something. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's one of the reasons I say I'm a realist. I'm not into fantasy. Because I think right now the whole world is in love with fantasy. Anything to take you away from your problems. And then we usually want to come to something when something happens to us. Then the whole world has to stop. But you should have stopped already. See, I'm one of those people. I remember the Atlanta childhood murders. I remember that. I remember when people disappeared during the crack era. I remember that. I remember seeing black women be so disrespected, mainly by people who looked like them. People that they were trying to protect who did not protect them back. And I feel like this is one of those times. This is one of those times where we have to remember what this is really about, and if it's not okay, if the woman and the girl is not okay, none of us will be okay. This has nothing to do with how a person looks, what her hair looks like, what complexion she is. This has nothing to do. There's a cleansing happening here. And do we sit by on the side and you're watching the world cleanse their environment of people? Then we're complicit in this whole thing. If you cannot share the faces of these young women, our future, mothers, our future caretakers, our future a lot of things, and we are so busy doing us, then it's over. It's over for us, family. But I don't believe that. I have great nieces that I want to feel protected. I have nieces that I want to feel like I want them to feel protected. I want them to have potential to have great mates. But if we do not value them, who else is going to be there to protect them? And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really give a damn if women get offended who are mothers. I really could give two boo-boos about that. But you have to be a real mother. Don't protect your kids when they're wrong. See, I personally feel if you know there's something going on with your child and you don't do something and they do something to somebody, I think your ass should go to jail right along with them. There was a time in this country that I remember black mothers who stood for something, who were protectors and maintainers and carers of their family, but God damn it, they believed in justice. They did not protect people who were wrong. They did not. And I'm watching a lot of mothers protect their kids who they know are wrong, who have children in their house who they know aren't theirs, and who know their sons are into pimping and shit like that. Shame on you. Shame on you. Because you too are a predator. Because you protect the predator. Because he's your son, he's your husband, he's your brother, he's your father, he's your granddaddy, he's some nigga who helped you just be there. Shame on you. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should not have these many black girls and women missing across the country. Domestic violence should not be a big thing in our community like it is. This is ridiculous. There was a time when we stood up for each other. Has that time passed? But I'm going to tell you something. I think mothers should be locked up with their children when they know their kids do shit but don't get them help. When they condone their children's behavior and then want to tell me they're the victims of some shit, I wouldn't care. I think you have to join your kid on that ride to jail. And they should have a cell for your ass. Because you should not be birthing children that you know damn well that you're not giving them anything. And you want to protect bad behavior. That's a problem. You have to be responsible. The Creator blessed you to have children. Instill in them justice. I'm so glad I came up under a mother who believed in that. She never condoned any of our bad behaviors. There was no such thing as embarrassing my mother. The embarrassment was when we didn't do something when she knew how she raised us. So family, if our communities are unsafe right now, we got to look at ourselves. Why are they unsafe? What are we not doing? And I get there's systems at work, but God damn it, they've always been at work. When people say that, I think to myself, how do you think our ancestors made it over? They didn't let the kids go wandering off by themselves. And I just got it. And I know there's other forces, and I get it. But the first line of defense is us. It's us. And so if we have all of these black girls and women missing, that says something about us. Please share their profiles on my page. Please share them. As I sign off, I'm going to share these pictures one last time. So I want you to see them. I want you to share their stories. And it is my prayer. It really is my prayer that all of these women come home safe. That they get to see their, whatever it is. We have more resources in America than you probably have in other countries, to be honest with you. And I don't say that generically. I say that because I thought, what is this really about? Family. We got to end this domestic violence. I hope you enjoy your Veterans Day.